the beats.
Okay, back with the Flex Doctor. This is I'm going to try to get in to show you. We start off with the flex, and this is a trinity also. With the as you begin to flex, which is a fixed set pattern. Similar to when you're doing your bars, you got the four. I'm not too. You got to do you do it like four, and got to get the words. This is fixed set two, so it's like you're gonna put. So the words you're gonna put yourself, your physical, to this fixed set pattern, flex. Now I keep. Once you learn how it goes, because it goes two ways. It goes from your fingertips, and you can get this information in from Thomas Kerr's Stretcher Scientifically. Fingertips to toes, or toes to fingertips. Okay, it's the swish. That's why that's our one of two ways that would be correct or right or okay to do without stepping out of bounds. Okay, you got two options. We really check it to see if you know it both ways, because we want you to know it that good. We want to know. We would like for you to know it with your eyes closed, because it's you. It's typically you. It's like I wear my flex. It's within me now. I didn't have it's not an after effects, which you could have been tell. And it's like in MentFlex, when you see physical, swish. It's the same thing. Anytime you see physical, you gotta just say, what's the better half? It's mental. Anytime you see mental, you gotta just say, what's the better half? It's physical. It's a couple. Now, being born into sin changes everything. Now, I don't want to be in here. What do they call it? Being anti against people who weren't born into it. So if they're in the audience, I would suggest you remove yourself, because this is going to talk about people that were. All set up. Okay, call it 7 D's. Seven deadly sins. If you don't know them by heart, it's okay. Okay, but that's basically how this is gonna go. Okay. Even if it didn't for this story, let's just stick with this story. Whether it did or it didn't, however you look at it, it's just story. These are just words, okay? Now, this fix that pattern, okay, it's gonna involve these two. Okay, you gotta have these two equal. You want them to be equal.
MGD on the
close to it as possible. That's why you do both. You want to go from fingers to the toes, toes to the finger. Okay, that's just in rotations. Yeah, which we'll get into this. See, fixed set patterns are, you know, not flexible, pliable. You know, every truth is outside of all. This Bruce Lee quote. Truth is outside of all fixed set pattern. Okay, that's what we want. This is the most valuable natural resource now, right now. Nothing can pay for this. You can't buy it. But it's like, this is the health as well. Put it to you like that. Okay. Anytime you have this, good, evil, however, we call it negative and positive, or, you know, negative and positive. Just so that you take the words out of it. Okay, this is good. This is not so good. You know, this taxes. It comes out of your check. Okay. So what this does is going to lead us to nine fruit of the spirit. Okay, we're just gonna start with 9. We got a different one, and I think it had like 12. It's in one of the videos. We're gonna bump it up and change this, but it's like getting started. These 9 have been evolutionized. It's time for it. It's like, oh, I didn't know there was 9. Okay, with the truth, you can grow these. That's what you want to do, is grow these. This is the future right here. This is right here. It's getting pretty bad. Okay. It's like we keep saying we getting now, present these. It's like this is a replication. This is an echo of what's been going on ever since. Yeah. Of the brutality that so is getting. It's like, shh. We didn't have cameras, recordings. We didn't have such. And it's like, even though this is getting, if you want to use that term, worse than it was. It's like, it's kind of the same. It's like you get more information about it because it's happening. It's been happening. Okay, it's like if you was born into this, you was anchored. Exactly where you got. Exactly, you're in the same exact spot. Okay, and it's like I say all the time, there's really no future. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. There's gotta be a future. Yeah, tomorrow. What about tomorrow? What about next week? What about? It's like, all right. What about it? Nothing's promised. And it's like we're saying this is getting bad. You know. Shoot, the foreigners are restless. You know, native. You got. You know, we got foreigners in the strip. Anyway, say good and bad. Say anytime it's physical and mental. Okay, and it's like that's a trinity. PMS. I don't know. It just happens like that. SMP, MSP, MPS. How you gonna look at this? It's still. We are family. Oh my God. PMME. Anyway, so that's a trinity. It's like a lot of people will say soul. It's okay. So that's it would be a darker. It's darker to berry. Okay, cause if you're still using this word, notice that it ain't really used that much. You know, it's like you got these restaurants that got kicked out. The so-called soul food. You know, the kids eat fast food. It's there though. Spirit. Same exact thing. Except this is a language. Everybody's got this. Everybody seems to have this too. It's affected this. What affected this? Okay. And it's like it's getting you watch TV, you on the internet, yes. Do you have a smartphone? Okay. You're still getting this. You're getting infused with this. Okay, did you go to school? You're getting infused with this. Getting infused. And it's like bringing this down. This is going. Your first nature. We call it your inner voice. Say this is your homeo. That's what we call it. Your spirit, your homie. Everybody's got one. Okay, but your homeo is, you've changed what you eat, what is eat. You've changed. You're inactive. Okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, when's the last time you broke a sweat? Okay. A lot of you still. Tough question, I understand. Last time you broke a sweat. I went to the car yesterday. And when I got there, cut it on, get the AC going. Sweat. Okay, that worked. Intentionally went to the gym. Yeah, AC was out, baby. And no AC in there. I stayed as long as I could. 3 minutes. I had to go. But it's like that's nature. If you're not facing nature, then another question: when's the last time you had a hunger pain? That's what we call them, but it's technically a signal. That's all it is. Okay. The Creator doesn't bring pain. It's funny that's been labeled pain, hunger pain. Okay, but it's a signal. When's the last time you had one? Okay, I'm having them right now. So I stay pretty close to that signal. Okay, my diet isn't the best, as you can see from my what is that? That'd be considered iguana chin, chicken. What do they call that? Gooseneck. I'm losing cellulite in my face, and it's all like fast. I'm losing it like pretty fast. But anyway, so you this is a trinity. Okay, you like with this hunger pain, that's natural. It's natural to have that. It's like my decisions on what I'm eating aren't the best, but it's like you know, the struggle is real. But it's like you get to know that. Okay, it's gonna be. You can get a definition on homeostasis. It's also involved with the environment. That's outside. So it takes your temperatures and regulates, and if you do have a hunger signal, records where homeos running is. It runs you. It's the spirit. It's like to have soul, you gotta have a relationship with this homeo to get, because soul is a language that hooks you back to its first language. You'll be hooked up. That's the only time it could become soul. And then when you get it back, you put that you in there. You got soul. But right now, I don't think so. Because your lips is balled up in a fist right now. What I'm saying here, which is just rubbish. This is an experience. So your opinions and whatever else, comments are just like what I'm doing is words. It's like it's your prerogative to have whatever you have, but until you experience it, there's really no way you can technically know if what I'm saying is true or not. Okay, I can tell you that it's true, but those are just words. It's an experience. Okay, it's like what we've done is created a non-surgical operation or procedure. This is the eye of the needle. This is time. Ooh, it's a little close. I'll just put this in here. Okay. We're not making it through here. Some of us are. Majority of us. This is where your numbers, the 144,000. Somebody flashed that to me. That they're supposed to be the numbers. So it's all about numbers. Okay, but we're not getting through here. So it's like, say, future is on the other side. And again, because we're the anchors that's in the past, it's causing us to repeat things, because what comes around goes back around. Now, the reason why it's repeating is because nothing's getting through. Nothing's getting through here. And it's like, future is just a figment of our imagination because we're stuck in the same place. Okay, Trinity. That was technically a Trinity. As you go through time, you can't get both of those natures in there. You're too plump. You're a camel, elephant. Easier for an elephant or a camel to fit through the eye of the needle. Same thing. Both of these aren't going to fit. We're born into that, and it blocks us from entering the future. Okay, regardless of all that AI, that's now. They're doing that now. Somebody just done that yesterday. Okay, it's like, how do you know that this can't go into the future? So it's like, as long as you're talking about second nature as well as first, okay, you're not talking about the future. It doesn't even make any sense to. It's like we notice a bunch of principalities have been using this term, and it's like they're trying to. It's basically a lure. You know, it's like you've got to be able to discern. That's such a in second nature. Speaking about something that we can just literally say you ain't never gonna see. Second nature is death anyway. That's all they're worried about. That's all it's worried about. Okay? It's like this is life. First nature, you can go through that. You can see through it actually as you're coming. And it's like you. This is where your clairvoyance. This is where you got people that's. Don't believe everything you see on TV. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. I mean, it's your prerogative if you watch that, but believe in it. Okay, peak definition of believing. Believe. Okay, but it's like it's therapeutic, non-invasive. Period. That's all it is. It's like, for even saying that, I could get murked just because this is not what this is about. It's about this. Okay. Period. So what are you saying, Flex Dog? I'm saying this can't get through this. It's not gonna let this get to this. And it's like even as close as we get to it, it's see through it. Nobody's promised to anybody. So it's like hope, believe, fantasize, imagine. It's just, anyway, the procedure, what it does is it severs it. It's got to be experienced. What I'm saying to you don't amount to it. You've got to go through the process. Say with the flex. On this side, both natures. It peels you. It peels that second nature off of you. I mean, it's pretty sharp. It's a discipline. Okay? And it's the truth. This is what's on the other side of the flex. You take that two and bring it up here. It's two. Mind, our brain, body. This contains two. But it's like that's what the flex does. And it's like when we say gain it, it's like we see how they take those videos and learn how to do those videos, and it's like impressive. It's really impressive. It's like if you could learn this technique, you're doing a dance video, you got some rhythm. Per schedule, prescription is what we call it. And get that set up, you're gonna invest in now. You're gonna be able to see through here. Investing in it yourself here, and what you're gonna do in the future. It's like you are the future. So it's like get ready, be ready, because the future is you. It's like if you're not ready or prepared, even though you're scheduled to be, it's generation speaking. But it's like you can get caught up in the past, just like some of the stuff that's going on that catches your eye, distracts you, will keep you from this. It'll keep you just like the old heads over here, you know, bugging because they're making robots, tripping because when you go to the grocery store, you got to check out by yourself now. Like that's what we consider future. Yeah, that's next month. That's present now. It's like just because it's called considered tomorrow, although it's not promised, we think that's the future. We consider that the future, and it's like that's your indoctrination does you like that. It's like that's just tomorrow is present. It's too close to be called the future. Next week, next month, next year, next like with all this going on, like you gotta be ready now. You gotta be getting into it now. Okay? It's like what you're thinking is future, but can you see it? Or are you looking at somebody else's future? What somebody else is transcribing or making you think the future is gonna look like. You're the future. Yeah. How is someone that's stuck in the now trying to dictate? Because my generation ain't, well, some of us aren't future. The Flex family is, yo, got range on me. But it's like to show you how to peel this off of you. It's therapeutic, it's rehabilitatory, it's medicinal, it's one-stop shopping. The Flex will peel this so that and it's like you want that truth, because if you don't ever experience love, and it's like, and I can just honestly tell you, if you don't have self-love, not narcissistically, love doesn't hurt. Love is not really painful, unless it's along those lines. But it's like that. It's not it's either this or it's not. It's not like, put to you like that. Love, self-love. If you haven't experienced self-love, this other love that you think that you're in is swap me Louie. Okay, it's like, sure, we have love for our parents, grandparents, our siblings. We have this love, but it's self. It's where your money. Self-love is the hottest commodity. Truth is a commodity. Love is a commodity. It's like if you don't get it for self, you're not gonna have any product to extend to the future. It's like it goes from the past through to the future. It's like you can't get through to the future without truth, and that's the truth. I just wanted to show you, get in this. I didn't really want it to be as long as it is, but again, this is not an after effect, so I tend to be a little bit more, I think, goofy. I'm gonna call it what it is. But it's like the Flex is just to fix that pattern that would allow you to get to this. And it's like, as a human, to allow you to, the opportunity is my mission to reach self-love, the hottest commodity on this rock at this time. It's like you can't buy it and you've got plenty of it. You've got enough to last you 2 lifetimes, 3 lifetimes, 4 lifetimes. You're plentiful with this. You just gotta have this to get in order to get to it. Okay, that's been my time. It's been the Flex Doctor with another See What I'm Saying. So until next time, peace and love.